Hello everyone. Today we're going to make some changes in the main Dart, and before we start, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So the first thing we're going to do is removing these properties because we don't need them anymore. Also, I'm going to remove this get location function because there is no need for it. Because in the last video, I have uh, built new classes that will do the same tasks but in a better way. So even here, this is the button that get the weather info. We don't need it. Now what I'm gonna do is creating a new class. So this class, so just all you have to do, just from a highlight from here, we're going to take this part in the new class. Sorry. All of this, just cut it from here and then click on lib, right click, then new, then Dart file, then just name it display weather data. Just paste it here. Then here I'm going to copy this material, the Dart, and then create the class. It's going to be stateless because this screen won't change. It will be fixed. st, the first one, just name it display weather data. And here, instead of returning a container, I'm going to return a column. Just type column, then children, I'm going to move this, and inside the column I'm going to move these containers. Now here in the beginning I'm going to define a new property of the class, so it's going to be future, and it has weather data type, weather data, and I will call I will make it private, then I will call it get weather data. Then I'm going to import the HTTP handler class. And inside the body, this property will be equal to HTTP. Oh, sorry, I forgot equal. HTTP handler dot get temp. Let me just double check here. I forgot to make it static. I just made it this function static because when you create it static, you don't need to create an instance of this class. You can just call it by using the class name, then the function name, dot function name, like this one. The value returned from this function will be stored in this property and this property. Then here I'm going to wrap this column with future builder, and I'm going to explain it just in a few minutes. I'm gonna give it type of weather data. Then here we have some arguments, future. This is a key, and I'm going to give it the value, which is going to be this one, the data retrieved from this function. So get data. Then builder. Here we have function, so we'll pass the context. Then snapshot. The weather data will be stored in the snapshot, and here I'm going to check if the snapshot has data. If it has data, then return. I'm going to cut this. It's going to return this column. Then just remove this child here. It's going to return this column. So if the snapshot has data, it's going to return this column. Else here. Else if snapshot dot has error. If it has error, it will return text. Then the error will be displayed on the screen. The error. And if the data is not loaded completely, we're going to display the circular progress indicator. So here we're going to return circular progress indicator. Now I'm going to just fix the errors we have here. Now, for example, here I'm going to remove this. As I mentioned before, this snapshot holds the weather information, so all we have to do is just type in order to print the city name, just type snapshot data, and the actual data will be stored here. City. Now we have access to the city and the description and the temperature. So I'm going to copy this and paste it also. What is it? Here in the temperature. But instead of the city, we're going to display the temperature, and here we're going to display the description. So again, here a future builder, it allows you to process the future. I mean, if you have functions that require sometimes to get the data retrieved, we use this future builder to deal with it, and it has a couple of different arguments, as you can see here. Here in the future we're going to pass the value of the fetch data to be stored here. Then here we pass the context to let the widget know where it is within the widgets tree. Then here the snapshot holds the weather data. Then here we checked if the snapshot has data. If it has, then we're going to return a column that has a few containers. First one for displaying the city name, as you can see here, and the second one is for displaying the temperature, then the description. So that's all about this class. And here in the main, first I'm going to import the display class. So first we need to create an instance of the display class. Display equal display, and it's better to make it private because it's going to be used here only in this class. So, and just copy it here inside the column, and right after this container just add a new container. Then child, then pass the object of the class of the display class, and then don't forget to add a comma here. So that's everything we need to do. And as you can see here, the main class become cleaner, and it is a best practice to split your code in multiple classes, as I mentioned before, to make it easier to maintain. Now I'm going to run the app. Now as you can see, we have this error message. Let's see, int is not subtype of string. Let's see here. No, not here. Maybe here. Here. This temp has a type of integer, not a string. We have to fix it. Just type int instead of string. Then click hot reload. Let's see. Now it's way better than before. We don't have to click that bottom we used to have here. The data will be fetched and displayed automatically without the need of your interaction. That's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'm going to change the icon based on the weather status. See you then.